tell you thank you.
What?
Just thank you for fucking with me.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you for fucking with me. Thank you for giving me pussy. Cause like everybody don't deserve to get pussy. Thank you for giving me pussy.
If it wasn't for the way you spent your money, I wouldn't be giving you nothing. So, I only rock because of your money, right?
No, I know, and I thank you for spending my money. I thank you for really. Let me tell you something. I thank you for spending up all my money. Because every time you make me spend a lot of money, it motivates me to have to go get more money.
Yeah, because you know if you don't, I'm not going to win.
You're not going to be with me.
I'm not going to be with you if you ain't got no money. So,
and that's why I thank you for motivating me to get money and spending up all my money.
Yeah, I'm going to always do that forever until you stop. And if you stop, I'm going to get the fuck on, you know?
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, then I'm listening to the city girls. I'm listening to everybody break a trick and this. I'm like, damn, they hard on the boys out there, man. Like, I'm like, nah, man, I got to stand up for this shit. I'm from Memphis. Like, so now it's like, nah, bitch, sock it to my pockets. So now I'm trying to make all the real men like, nah, bitch, sock it to my pocket, put it in my mitt. Let me get that. So
what can she contribute? And we ain't talking about what she bring to no table. We're talking about what can she contribute to what you have going on, to the process of your progress. She better have a skill, or she better have some dead face bills. Otherwise, the whole idea of being with me just got killed. It's over.
Hopefully, I'll be the one that changed the wave.
You're going to tilt the scales back in the other direction.
Yeah, man. We can't be going for this shit.
Yeah.
Make them come clean. They was here to come clean like the washing machine. Them need to, what they were doing back in the day, putting it in their hand, it's gonna go back to that with me. It ain't gonna be this no more. Like, nah, like
also,
I said,
we can't set up a whole generation of young women to think that they could just be pretty and get rich off of dudes.
Exactly. We ain't going for this.
He said, put it in my mitt.
Put it in my mitt.
Tell us the truth.
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Doc BOA. Yep, I got time today. Young women in America and those abroad who have been influenced by America, they believe that as a man, you should pay them to date them, to talk to them, to see them, to take them to dinner, to have any of their attention. They believe you should pay for it. And the reality of the scenario is many men are out here willing to pay for it. Now, recently, Young Miami did an interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay podcast, and she covered a myriad of topics. And one of the topics that she covered was how Drake influenced the tricking culture that's going on. And even Young Miami, with 2 babies in her 30s, is still getting offered thousands of dollars in cash and gifts, even to the point where expecting to receive a car from a man is not far-fetched. And you know she's not going to drive a bucket. But before we get into that interview, let's look at this young rapper, Khaotic. He's the second rapper after Finesse 2 Tymes who has dealt with this toxic woman, Erica Banks, who is so dissatisfied with who she was that she has completely altered herself. And I don't necessarily mean for the better. And this just goes to show that it doesn't matter who you are or what age group they're in. If you go under 40, women are expecting you to pay them to stay and pay them to play. But let's take a look at this Khaotic clip, and we'll come back and chop it up on the real tip.
These girls have unrealistic expectations for the men that they be dating, and I'm just not one of those.
Like what expectations?
Yes,
What's
please
unrealistic?
Elaborate.
I already know what you about that.
Erica Banks used to be thinking that she was gonna break my bank.
Okay.
And that was not happening. Mm-hmm. I was giving her small budgets, but it was like she wanted to go over. So it was like, I mean, because get what a small budget to me might be a large budget to somebody else.
It wasn't a long budget to Erica
budget?
if she kept going over.
Yeah,
no,
what's the budget?
See, like I said, unrealistic. A budget for me is real. This is a realistic budget.
Real number.
Like what's a realistic
Yeah, but you're
budget?
trying to keep up with the Joneses. You're not gonna keep up with the Joneses off my. You say what?
What's a realistic budget to you?
Like, okay, let's say if you need you need a bill paid, something like that. I got you.
The
You know what I'm
mortgage?
saying? Yeah, I cover that.
Okay.
Say car note, I
My
cover
mortgage
that.
is
I cover
$10,000.
things sort of bills, like I would be there. You know what I'm saying?
Does she have to ask
But
you?
then you got to pick a side because you're not finna be getting bills paid.
And
then thinking we going to Shanae.
Okay.
Shanae more than the bills.
Exactly. So it's like, yo, I just paid the bills and you want Shanae too? I'm good off that.
Okay.
And then there's
So she
other
needed to pick a
girls.
side
Then there's
and stay
other
there.
girls in the world that don't even want that much. Just
That
as
already got their
beautiful,
own shit.
or even more beautiful, that really can bring more to the table than you could.
Okay.
And it ain't about finances with me, because for us men, we ain't getting nothing out of y'all. We really be wanting more emotionally and mentally and physically.
Amen, brother.
And spiritually. We ain't asking for nothing financial.
So you want her to be your therapist?
And no, it's not, girl. Where did you? Hold the
Hold on,
fuck
wait,
up.
You want
Wait.
emotional support?
I don't want her to be my therapist. I want her to be.
Yeah, she got
I want
to.
her to be. I want her to be my peace. I want her to be somebody I could be vulnerable
Somebody
with. That's
you
the
could
problem.
to.
Your safe space.
I can't even be vulnerable with her.
Right.
Bomb. So it was over with. It's like hard to be able to be vulnerable with girls. It's hard to be able to talk to them.
He really liked Amy. He really.
You
liked
can't
Amy.
even tell. You can't even really tell a girl. Even if you're going through a hard time, you can't even say it. Like, say if my money tied up right now, I can't even say that.
Right.
You gotta hold everything in and just make everything happen. So some girls is not understanding. So for me, it's like, you see me single because eventually I just realized that what I need from you is understanding.
Right.
How can we communicate?
That feels very transactional.
If you don't hear what I say,
This guy.
Come on, if you don't hear what I say.
That does seem very transactional if somebody is always expecting you to financially do things.
But then they don't
constantly.
want to do their part. You feel
Right.
me?
Because
Yeah,
I
that's
like to, like,
horrible.
if I'm dating somebody, I am going to, like, try to get nice stuff. If I'm out, I'm going to be like, oh, this would be cute for him.
Now, the first thing I want y'all to understand is this. You as a man have to not start off that way. Why are you paying this woman's bills? You know how women are. It doesn't matter what you give her, she wants more. So why are you as a man paying a woman's bills? And I don't mean paying them once. Okay, it's an exchange. You can't continually do that, because here's the thing. A woman who wants you to pay anything for her in order to be intimate with you, she is engaging in the world's oldest profession, and that is the exchange of her pleasure for your treasure. And to keep it a buck with you, that's not something you do long term. See, they don't want to live the life that they truly live, and so they want to have a man in a quote unquote relationship, someone who's dedicated to them. The problem is they're never dedicated to you in return. They want you to be the man who says, I do this for my woman, not I do this for my hoe. They don't want to be classified as that. So they'll have you over here in pocket being the man that takes care of the bills while they go over here and be with this other man that they actually want to be with. And they will willingly say, I'm just keeping him so he can pay my bills. Listen to this woman right here.
I cheated a lot of times. So, you know.
I'm glad you admit.
So when you think about these things as men, bro, we have to stand on principles. And what principles are those? The prism of the ism. We have to stand on the pimp principles because they are functioning in working girl principles. They're functioning with a working girl mindset. They'll sleep with whoever will pay. And whoever pays the most gets the most access. But it's even worse now. A woman today will expect you to pay if you don't play, lay, or get her to stay. For conversation, man, I don't even like talking to women like that. Have you ever had a conversation with a woman, boy? If you're talking about anything outside of the things she's actually studied in life or the things that she does to make money, she knows nothing. Everything that she talks about is some opinion that's based on social media or based on what somebody else said or based on some movie or based on some silly trivial statistic. All of those things they're not even conducive to logic. I'm not going to pay you to talk to you. You should pay me to talk to you. You should pay me to listen to you. The problem is, man, y'all so led by your wood that you'll take a woman that's up to no good and put her in the best position in your life. But let's listen to Young Miami talk about how Drake started this and how women are just expecting that. And listen to the fact that she calls tricking fun. Of course, it's fun for the woman. Let's listen to the illogic of the modern woman. And then we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
How often does a man have to buy you gifts?
Is it weekly? Is it monthly? Is it every 3? Or is it's how he see fit? You expecting things, your birthday, Mother's Day, Christmas?
I'm more of like a feeling type of person. Like I go off of feelings. For real, materialistic things. It's cool. Like it's cool. You could buy me a bag. It's cool. You could buy me a car. But like us,
damn, a car? The bag, you was doing good with the bag, maybe some shoes. Damn. And then you ain't gonna want no Camry. You ain't gonna want no Honda. You gonna want Benz or BMW.
I'm just saying, be tricking big these days.
Do they?
Yes.
That's why I ain't got.
Thank you.
Makes sense. It makes sense now.
These men be tricking.
Do they?
Yes.
Hold on. I gotta let me readjust myself. Guys be on that. They be on that now. That's why don't nobody call me back.
For my birthday, I want a car. Vroom.
I got Uber coming to pick you up to come get this dinner. That car?
No, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, honestly, men be tricking these days. They be buying gifts.
They trick. Hold on. I get it. Okay. Dior, YSL, LV.
I feel like that's like on a regular. Like a little purse.
Birkins. Guys tricking with Birkins now?
Birkins is just like starter packs, I feel like, these days.
It's starter pack. Good Lord.
I ain't gonna lie, the first date that I went
got a
on,
drink on this.
My first date that I just went on recently, it came with a crocodile Kelly. Like, I wasn't even I was at dinner. My security guard walked in with a big orange purse. I'm like, oh, that's for me. Surprise. We got this baby. I was like, oh,
you know he expecting the
what?
The taya.
Thank you.
But so if that's what's going, because I see, like, I'm watching IG and I see these men and women on IG and I'm like, I was telling Jordan, I was like, bro, I got to get me another job. Because they got me feeling
Shetty, you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. You gotta start.
I can't be broke having fun.
You're not broke.
Do y'all understand what I'm saying to you all the time about applying the prism of the ism? Man, listen, bro. If a woman does not contribute to my life in some way, she is not welcome. Certainly not as a long-term solution to anything. Not even a long-term solution to intimacy. Because when it all boils down, we as men do one thing. We want to make sure that a woman has a great experience with us when we're intimate with her, right? That's what the majority of men do. Now, me, on the other hand, a woman will have an amazing experience with me, but it's not because I want to please her. It's because I want to enjoy myself. I want to, hey, listen, bro, I want to throw caution to the wind. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do a bunch of wild things and just not have, just whatever I want to do, just do it. And yes, she gets the benefit of that. But either way, whether you intend to do it or you do it by default like I do, you still end up giving a woman an amazing experience. So how you just going to keep giving a woman that amazing experience? I think about you guys who take honey packs and who pop the pills and all of that. Man, think about that. You're doing all of that, man, so you can keep going nonstop like the Energizer Bunny. And she ain't gonna contribute nothing. And even worse than that, you gonna pay her. Man, let me tell you something. I'm not even telling you don't pay her. If you want to give her some of your treasure for her pleasure, then do it. But you do it just to enjoy yourself. You don't try to make her your woman. She doesn't want to be your woman. She wants to be your sugar baby. She wants to be your 304. She wants to be those things. She doesn't want to be your wife, your woman, your girlfriend, or any of those things. But y'all such suckers because y'all were raised by suckers, and then y'all were raised by your mothers, so y'all ain't never had nobody give you the prism of the ism. If a woman wants to sell herself to you and you buy as a rental. You don't purchase. A wife is like going to the dealership getting a brand new car. If you get a brand new car, that means nobody has ever driven it. If somebody has driven the car, it's pre-owned. You cannot buy a brand new pre-owned vehicle. There's no such thing as a brand new used car. I don't care how much you remodel it. You can remodel it from top to bottom, frame off restoration. You know what that is? A frame off restoration. It's not a brand new car. And that's the problem. You guys believe that you can have a brand new pre-owned car. So you take a pre-owned car and then you treat it like it's brand new. If it's a used car, it's a used car. But nowadays, y'all guys can't even get a used car. It's just rental cars. And one thing about a rental car is when you're done with it, for the time that you needed to use it, you take it back. And let me ask you a question. Y'all put in the comments right now. And this is for people who've rented a car in their lives at least 5 times. If you've rented a car at least 5 times, I want you to put it in the chat and tell me how many times you got the exact same vehicle. I mean, if you've gone to Enterprise, if you've gone to Hertz, if you've gone to Sixt, if you've used Turo at least 5 times, how many times have you gotten the same vehicle with the same amount of miles on it when you left it, with the same amount of wear and tear on it that it had when you left it? You never have. Because when you take it back, what happens? It gets used by someone else. And depending on how far the time differences are from the time you use it first to the time you use it next, many people may have possibly used it. And then you're going to go back and get it and treat it like a brand new car? You know how many ass has been on the seats in that thing? Well, you got to think about how many woods have been on the cheeks of the woman you sitting here trying to put in a wife position in your life like a fool. Don't be a fool. Wisdom, understanding, and knowledge is free. All you got to do is let it into your brain. Now, if you caught up in a situation like this and you didn't realize until this very video, go in the description, book yourself a consultation. Let's get you together. Or keep absorbing this free content. And if you want to take a dive behind the scenes and not have to share your life with me right now, you're not ready to do that, go join the Patreon. That's over 1,000 pieces of content on the Patreon right now. And it goes back years. And it'll get you where you need to be. Either get you free or get you to open up enough where you can have a talk with me and we can put you on the right path. Because one thing that I can tell you, the path you're on right now, trying to make a housewife out of a woman you've been paying to play ever since you met her, is fool's gold. And it's not her. You're the one playing the fool's role. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this prism of the ism. And as always, alphas up, betas down. Peace.